Taurus, as grounded and practical as you are, November 2024 brings a wave of cosmic shifts that could easily knock you off balance if you're not careful. You may be tempted to rely on your usual steady approach, but this month, stubbornness and an unwillingness to adapt could spell trouble. The universe is urging you to stay open-minded and flexible, because the biggest mistakes you could make this month involve clinging too tightly to the old ways of thinking and resisting the changes that are destined to come. The month kicks off with the new moon on November 1st, typically a time for new beginnings and fresh energy. However, for you, Taurus, this lunar phase could feel more like a false start. You may find yourself eager to jump into a new project or make a bold decision, but the cosmic energy suggests that not all is as it seems. Jumping headfirst into things without thinking them through could lead to complications. This is not the time to act on impulse, no matter how strong the urge to forge ahead. Take a step back and assess your options carefully. Rushing forward might be one of the biggest mistakes you can make this month. Relationships are another area where you'll need to tread carefully. On November 4th, the moon's alignment with Venus in the constellation Ophiuchus could stir up unexpected tensions in your personal life. Venus, your ruling planet, typically brings harmony and love, but this time, it's shining a light on some uncomfortable truths. Are there unresolved issues in your relationships that you've been sweeping under the rug? November is the month where those buried tensions come to the surface. Avoiding difficult conversations or pretending everything is fine will only make matters worse. One of the major mistakes you could make in November is refusing to address these issues head-on. The universe is giving you a chance to clear the air, and while it may not be easy, honest communication is essential. The full moon on November 15th, which also happens to be a supermoon in Aries, adds another layer of intensity. This is a time when emotions run high, and for you, Taurus, it could feel like your patience is being tested to the limit. Aries energy is impulsive and aggressive, and it may clash with your desire for calm and stability. You might find yourself more easily provoked than usual, especially in professional settings. A mistake here would be letting your emotions dictate your decisions. Stay grounded, but don't let stubbornness turn into rigidity. Flexibility is your ally this month, especially when tempers flare. On November 17th, Uranus, the planet of sudden change, reaches opposition in your very own constellation. This is one of the most pivotal astrological events for you in 2024, and it will shake things up in ways you didn't anticipate. Financial matters are particularly highlighted, and one of the mistakes you could make this month is neglecting to plan for the unexpected. Sudden expenses or shifts in your income are possible, and if you're not prepared, it could feel like a destabilizing blow. However, Uranus also brings opportunities for breakthrough moments, particularly if you've been feeling stuck in a rut. The key here is to embrace change rather than resist it. This is your chance to pivot, but only if you're willing to leave behind the safety of the familiar. Your career may also take unexpected turns. Opportunities for collaboration and networking are abundant, especially around November 16th, when Mercury reaches its greatest elongation. You'll feel a boost in your communication skills, making this a prime time for pitching ideas, negotiating deals, or simply making new connections. However, beware of overextending yourself. The mistake would be to take on more than you can handle, leaving you stretched thin by the month's end. You thrive on stability, Taurus, but November's cosmic energy encourages you to embrace spontaneity. Just be sure not to compromise your boundaries in the process. Health and wellness are equally important this month. With the moon nearing Mars on November 20th, you might feel a surge of energy and a desire to push your physical limits. This is a great time to focus on fitness, but don't go overboard. The mistake here would be to ignore your body's signals and overdo it. Mars can drive you to extremes, but balance is the key to maintaining your health. Incorporating mindfulness practices, like meditation or yoga, will help you stay grounded and centered amid the whirlwind of changes. As November draws to a close, the Sun's transition into Sagittarius on the 22nd will bring a sense of optimism and adventure back into your life. After the emotionally intense first half of the month, you'll feel a renewed desire to explore, learn, and expand your horizons. Whether that means planning a trip, diving into a new hobby, or seeking out new intellectual pursuits, the latter part of November holds the promise of growth. However, the mistake here would be to ignore the lessons learned from the earlier part of the month. The cosmos is pushing you toward evolution, not escapism. Use the wisdom gained from November's challenges to fuel your forward momentum. In summary, Taurus, November 2024 is a month where huge mistakes can easily be avoided if you remain open to the changes the universe is offering. Whether it's in your relationships, career, finances, or personal health, flexibility will be your greatest strength. Resist the urge to dig in your heels and cling to the familiar. This month is about growth, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Remember, the cosmic energy is ultimately working in your favor, but only if you're willing to adapt. So, Taurus, don't make the mistake of assuming November 2024 will be like any other month. Embrace the changes, and you'll come out stronger on the other side.